Shut up and sit down.
Hello and welcome back to another video. Cartoons here, and this is part 2 of my Falcon cosplay wings tutorial. Last time we cut out a pattern for our wings, and today we are going to trace that pattern onto foam. Here you see I have a pattern on some red 2mm foam. But before I start cutting, I want to show you kind of where we're going with this by showing you the supplies. Now the first thing you're going to need is, of course, some sort of blade to cut your foam out. Sharp blade. I keep my blade sharp with a sharpening stone. Just gotta keep that nice and sharp. But because I'm extra, what I like to do is give those edges a little bevel. So Foamworks has this bevel cutter where, you know, you can cut at a 45-degree angle very easily. I mean, you can just hold the knife at a 45-degree angle and cut, but I don't trust myself to get a consistent bevel, so I use this. So I'm gonna cut at least the feathered edges with a bevel cut, just to give it a nicer finish. Also, what you're going to need once you get all your pieces in different layers is some contact cement. Got this little can of Wellwood contact cement. Got this at Lowe's. You could also use Barge. I have a big can of Barge, but it's kind of old and I wanted something fresh, so I just got this little can of Wellwood to stick my layers together. And you know, you'll see when we get to that point. Also, what I have is these heavy duty cable ties. I got this from Harbor Freight, and this is going to be the bones of our wings. Can't just have two floppy pieces of foam. Gotta have something to stabilize them, so I'm going to use this. I don't know how, it's probably kind of blurry. To put the bones together, just kind of make a hinge. We're going to use these post screws. Got these from Lowe's. They're basically a screw that has two parts. You unscrew them, and you have two parts. And what that's going to do is give you this situation right here. So we're going to trim them to size and then cut a hole in them and put the post screw in, and then we'll get something like this. So those are the supplies. Now let's start cutting. Okay, so off camera what I did was I just got my trusty Sharpie and I traced the pattern onto the foam. So now that we got our pattern, I'm going to go ahead, take this, just put it out maybe about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a quarter, I don't know. just as deep as the foam is, and cut this bevel. Cut this out with the bevel edge. So you can see. So I'm gonna keep cutting this out, and I'll see you when it's cut out. Hey folks, Cartoons here, piggybacking on the part 2 video that I haven't published yet, but will publish now. Got busy and couldn't finish the video as much as I wanted to, but I did wanted to show you before too much time passed what I had cut out so far. These are the main portions of the wing. And I will build on these, adding layers. And adding this so that I get that flapping motion. But yeah, so when I get more pieces cut out and I get it more layered, or I get the layers that I want to put on, we'll do a video on how I glue them down. But yeah, so consider this part 2, and we'll be back with part 3 hopefully sooner than later. Guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.